Okay, guys, today is Friday, and you are doing lesson 2.1, which, again, is confusing for a lot of kids. A lot of kids have trouble with this, and so I'm hoping that this video will be helpful for you. And the question that we're going to be discussing is this. 5 friends share 6 brownies. 5 friends share 6 brownies. Anytime you hear share, we know sharing it equally. And sharing equally usually means division, right? Hearing the word share usually signals we're doing division. But the question is, am I doing 5 divided by 6 or 6 divided by 5? In multiplication, it doesn't matter what order you put the numbers in. In addition, it doesn't matter the order, right? 5 times 6 is the same as 6 times 5. 5 plus 6 is the same as 6 plus 5. But in division, it does matter. 4 cookies divided by 2 friends is different than 2 cookies divided by 4 friends, right? Way different. So it does matter. So we need to think 5 friends share 6 brownies. We're doing 5 divided by 6 or 6 divided by 5. Well, let's think about that. 5 friends are sharing 6 brownies. What are we dividing? Are we dividing the friends? Or are we dividing the brownies? Let's think about this. Let's say we did 6 divided by 5. 6 brownies divided by 5 friends. I think that's what the problem's asking, because we're saying 5 friends are sharing the 6 brownies. So we have to divide up the 6 brownies so they can be shared by 5 friends. That's saying 6 divided by 5. Let's draw a representation. Representation is a picture. Let's do a picture that shows that. So there's 6 brownies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brownies, right? And there's 5 friends. I know these are beautiful pictures. 5 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You get a brownie. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They each get a brownie, right? But guess what? There's an extra brownie. So that means that everybody's going to get a whole brownie, and they're also going to get part of this 6th brownie. Well, to be fair, let's take that 6th brownie and divide it equally amongst 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends. So everyone's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone's going to get the whole brownie here, and 1/5 will go to you. 1/5 will go to you. 1/5 will go to you. 1/5 goes to you, and 1/5 goes to you. And that makes sense because there's 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5 left over that goes to each friend. So each friend would get 1 1/5. And we could check that, and we would say 1 1/5 plus 1 1/5 plus 1 1/5 plus 1 1/5 plus 1 1/5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, which is another whole, which would give you 6. Or you could say, for the equation, 1 1/5 times 5 equals 6. Same thing. 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 sets of 1/5 is another whole, which would add up to 6. And the equation 6 divided by 5 would equal 1 1/5. That's the division equation. That's one way to solve it, with a representation. Again, this is the representation. The picture is the representation. This is the equation. Your workbook's going to ask for a representation and an equation, I believe. There's another way to solve this, though. Six divided by 5. There's another way to do this. 6 brownies shared by 5 friends. 5 friends share 6 brownies. It's still 6 divided by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brownies, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends still, right? Ooh, that guy doesn't look so great. Okay, another way to solve this is to divide my 6 brownies equally among 5 friends. Do it this way, 1/5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 brownies shared amongst 5 friends. Dividing 6 brownies divided by 5. This guy right here gets that amount of brownie. 1/5 from this brownie, 1/5 from that brownie, 1/5 from that brownie, 1/5 from that brownie, 1/5 from that brownie, and 1/5 from that brownie. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5. Or 5/5 is 1 whole, right? 1 1/5. Or you could say 6/5. It's the same thing. This person right over here gets this amount of the brownie. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5. Or 1 1/5. Or 6/5. Same thing. And the same thing would go for each friend. This guy would get this amount of brownie, which if divided equally would be 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5, which is 1 1/5 or 6/5. This person right here would get 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5, which is 1 1/5 or 6/5. And finally, this guy right here, or girl, would get the same exact amount of brownie, which of course would be 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5, or 1 1/5 or 6/5. The same thing. So 6 divided by 5, the equation would be 6 divided by 5 equals 1 1/5, or 6/5. That's the equation for that problem. It's the same answer. This is the representation. That's the equation. We were talking earlier, 5 friends sharing 6 brownies. Is that the same as 5 divided by 6? 6 divided by 5, 5 divided by 6. I don't think they're the same thing. Because that's saying 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, divided equally amongst 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. When you do that, you get a brownie, you get a brownie, you get a brownie. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 5. Sorry. Let's do that over again. There should be 5 brownies. You get a brownie, you get a brownie, you get a brownie, you get a brownie, you get a brownie. Guess what happens to this person right over here? No brownie. They're crying. They don't get a brownie. That's not fair. So that didn't work, right? Everyone can't get 1 whole brownie. Everyone has to get less than a brownie if it's 5 divided by 6. So 5 divided by 6 has to be less than 1, because if everyone got a brownie, this person would not get anything and he would cry, or she would cry. So the answer has to be less than 1. So 6 divided by 5 and 5 divided by 6 are not the same thing. They're just not, right? What you would have to do here is you divide each, because there's 6 friends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends, you would have to divide each brownie into 6 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And everyone would have to get 5/6 of each brownie. And it would work out. 5/6 is less than 1 whole. So 5 divided by 6 equals 5/6 of a brownie, which is less than 1 whole. And it would work out perfectly. You would divide each into sixths. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This person gets 5/6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This person gets 5/6. 1/6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6. And everyone would get 5/6. And when you add it all up, you would get, you would have the exact amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/6. If you added it up 6 times, you would end up getting the 5 brownies. 5 divided by 6, everyone would have to get 5/6 of a brownie. Okay? So, five divided by 6 equals, the equation would be, equals 5/6. 6 divided by 5 equals 6/5. It does matter the order that you divide the problems. Hope that was helpful. Do a great job on your workbook problems, and I will see you on Monday.